Secret Draft Technologies.
Okay, we are talking about Modern Horizons 2 Draft Edition. This is a spoiler alert. This is how you're going to draft your Modern Horizons 2 draft decks. So far, we've seen a blue card spoiled, a white card spoiled, a land spoiled, multiple artifacts spoiled, as well as a gold card spoiled. So we can assume from this information that they are not holding back with Modern Horizons 2. There's going to be every color of Magic dispersed in every single pack, which means that there's going to be a lot of options, a lot of information to take in when you're choosing what to put in your draft deck. When you open your first pack, there's going to be 15 cards. You want to go ahead and look through those 15 cards pretty quickly because we want to follow rule number 1 for drafting Modern Horizons 2, and that is take the rare. It's the last card in the pack. It's probably going to be worth the most money. It's probably going to be the best card. Just grab it. Pass the pack to the left. Now you're going to get your second pack. When you look through this pack, what we want to do for Pick 2 Pack 1 in Modern Horizons 2 Draft is take the best card. Just take the best card in that pack. Of course, if there's another rare in the pack and the person to your right didn't take it, draft the rare. We want to go back to rule 1. We always want to stick with rule 1 whenever we can. If there is no rare in the pack, then yeah, just go ahead and take the best card in the pack, send it to the left. This is where things start to get real interesting because there's going to be, like we talked about, there could be blue cards in here, there could be white, there could be red, there could be black cards in here, there could be multicolor cards in here. So at this point, you're going to want to take one of those cards, unless of course there's still a rare. Grab the rare. When you pass that pack over, we're in pick 4, pick 5, pick 6. There's probably no rares in any of these packs. If they are, go ahead and take them. If there aren't, then we've got to start putting together some strategies. Synergies is another thing you're going to have to look out for in Modern Horizons 2. I definitely highly suspect that there is going to be something that each color is trying to do. So if you're black, it's going to have a thing. If it's green, it's going to have a thing. So what I recommend doing is looking for these things, i.e. synergies, and try and combine them with other cards that are like them, that are going to, what we call, work together. I know what the question is. Like, okay, well, I opened a pack. It has a card with synergy in it, and there's a rare card. That's why we have the rules. And those strategies, I think, for Modern Horizons 2 specifically are going to involve black and blue to some extent. Green and black, also very, very good. White and blue, I would highly recommend looking for these kind of color combinations. Green and blue traditionally has been very strong in Modern Horizons. Green and black, as we talked about earlier, but then if you want to bring in some of that blue and white from before, I mean, that's a little bit of a next level. We'll do a separate video on that. Pick 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They've got cards from every color out there. So really what you want to do with that, it's going to be a playground. On pack 2, we're going to open it up. Same thing. Rule 1 applies. I know we've got a bunch of cards of different colors at this point. Maybe some of the cards that were spoiled, we saw, recognized, took them because we saw them on a screen somewhere earlier in our lives. You know you got a time limit on the draft, so don't overthink it. Rule number 1, again, applies. So we're taking the rare, we're going to pass to the right. Pack number 2, pick 2, you would say, yeah, we know what to do here. We take the best card in the pack. Yeah, we've heard it before. No, you want to find an artwork that really speaks to you. You want to pick that piece of art. When you play that across from your opponent, like, it's pretty distracting. They're going to look over that art and you're going to say, wow, that's a cool picture. We're moving into pack 3. Any color combination that you want. I highly recommend black, blue. If you want to throw the white in there, again, that's going to be another video. But if you want to do green and white, I don't really recommend that. Don't do that. So another important thing that you're going to want to keep in mind is that if you are drafting, especially with 7 other players in a public setting, you're going to want to talk about every pick that you make. If it's a rare card, show it off. If it's an uncommon card and there was no rare in the pack, and you think it's a very good card, and I would let everybody at the table know that this card shouldn't be in the pack right now, because after all, we want to help everybody draft better. Be really vocal about the picks that you're making, why you're making them, and especially be vocal about the picks that other people aren't making so that you could make them. And really, there's just one rule to drafting. So if you use that rule and you go in with a positive attitude, I think those are the two main things that are going to make for a successful draft. Thanks a lot. This has been a Draft Tech with Traz Whitten. We'll see you at the draft table.
Do it, do it, do it. Do it, do it. Do it, do it, do it. You wanna know what I think?